Hi, I'm Dan May, and this is News 6, news for 6th graders. Today's Miss Malone's class of Gilboa Elementary reports to you about their school and community. In Pandora Gilboa area, there was once a settlement of Shawnee Indians. They moved to Ohio because white settlers had invaded their land. They waged war against the white men who dared to penetrate the Buckeye Wilderness, but within 50 years, only a few Shawnee remained. There were 22 recorded conflicts between the Indians and the whites during the years of 1750 and 1813. Turning to the later history of the area, John Dillinger stopped at one of Pandora's old gas stations just 2 hours before he robbed the First National Bank of Bluffton. The people of Gilboa also remember the dreadful epidemic of cholera that occurred in August of 1852. There were many deaths, but these were only parts of the rich history found in the Pandora Gilboa vicinity. Now to you, Terry.
In the early 1900s, there was a stone quarry that was used for many years. Around 1950, some people by the name of Gratz purchased the quarry after the stone was all used up. They wanted to make the area into a summer swimming and recreation park, and that is exactly what they did. Our town of Pandora is very proud of this beautiful spot. There's 13 acres of spring-fed water for swimming, 200 feet of white sand beach, free fishing, and a playground. Other facilities include a picnic area and a soon-to-be-completed putt-putt golf course. The Gratz beautiful home sits on a hill overlooking the park, and it has a magnificent flower garden which is admired by all. We have some interesting activities in our room lately. In reading, we did a play on a story called The Strange Sea Monster of Strawberry Lake. After we read the story and did the play, we decided to divide into 3 groups. The first group was a radio group that recorded news on audio tape. The second group was a television group that did commercials and interviewed people. The third group concerned journalism, and they made up a newspaper that was 8 pages long. All these groups centered their activities around the story that we had read, and things turned out very well. And now here's Nora Little.
Our 6th grade class is making a dress for our social studies teacher, Miss Jones. Miss Jones gave all the 6th graders a card that told us what country we had to draw. We drew what we thought was the most important thing about the country we received. We chose such things as a flag, a native costume, or a building. Some of the following countries were chosen: Saudi Arabia, Greece, Spain, Greenland, Finland, and Iceland. So far, the dress is very colorful and has a lot of different things on it. When the dress is done, Miss Jones is going to wear it to school. Do you have a guidance class at your school? We do. It's a class where we study feelings and problems. Mr. Cruz comes to our school every week. One time he brought some pictures that showed feelings. The pictures displayed sadness, happiness, and curiosity. It was fun deciding why each picture showed a different mood. He also brings styled comic books that show what kinds of jobs we can get when we grow up. We play games such as ball bounce. One person bounces the ball to another person who catches it. The person who has caught the ball must tell how they felt when they caught it and why they had those feelings. Gary?
Mark Grismore is the only man in Putnam County that drives racehorses. He has been driving horses for 6 years and is the top driver at Scioto Downs in Columbus, Ohio. Mark travels throughout Ohio, Michigan, and Illinois to race his horses. The 2 best horses go by the names of Action and Apparition Howl. Mark's stable has 40 box stalls and a swimming pool that the horses swim in. There are very few of these pools in Ohio. Mark is only 25 years old and intends to drive horses for a long time to come. Our class did contracts on Mexico. Contracts are certain assignments that are done to earn points that count toward a grade. There are 22 assignments which consist of work such as drawing maps, doing worksheets, writing questions and summaries, and making piñatas. Piñatas are made of boxes, bags, newspapers, and balloons. They can be filled with different kinds of candy, and you must break the piñata to reach the treats. We all had a good time working on the contracts. Back to you, Dan.
I'm Dan for Terry, Nora, Lou, and Gary, and Miss Malone, 6th grade. This has been News 6, news for 6th graders.